All right, friends, you're in insurance sales and you want to know how do you maximize your income. If that's the question that you're trying to get the answer for, you found the right video. We're going to do a little deep dive on 3 different strategies to hopefully help you find success. And I know 90% of insurance agents industry-wide go the way of the dodo and you want to make the dollars. Let's be diligent about this in this video. First off, number 1, you've got to be very consistent in reinvesting into leads. And I said investing. You got to look at this like a business and be consistent. Treat this business like a business. If you were a burger joint and only bought one batch of meat, no one would ever come back because there's no good beef here, all right? Like that old commercial, where's the beef, all right? The beef with the business is so many insurance agents don't buy their leads consistently, and then they wonder why they're just treading water. If you want to maximize your chance and your potential for the best income that you're capable of, you've got to be one that says, I will diligently reinvest into leads because it's a business expense. It is not a bill, all right? In this industry, I've done this over 20 plus years. I've always been good about every single week and sometimes twice a week purchasing leads because leads are the lifeblood of final expense sales. Specifically, final expense telesales leads are everything. So look at this not like this is, oh, it's a bill. No, this is the best expense that I could ever put money into. Treat this like a business, and you've got to believe in yourself and reinvest into leads yourself. So many insurance agents that fail out, they buy a single lead order, it goes stale, and they're squeezing the rind instead of getting the juice out of the business. So make sure that you're consistent in your reinvestment into the leads. Treat it like a business expense. Very important if you want a chance of maximizing your income. Number 2 is so critical, is you've got to really, back to tip number 1, avoid low quality leads. So many insurance agents, they don't believe enough in themselves, which is why they don't buy enough leads. But if you're buying low quality and going higher quantity, you may think success is at your door, but it's going to drill you in the head, friends. It's going to lower your just feeling of greatness, and you're going to be like, this is no good. Everybody's telling me no, go eat worms. I don't want anything. They never mailed anything in. Buy the highest intent lead you can find, friends. Back to tip number 1, make sure that you've got the best lead, an exclusive final expense lead that you can get your hands on, or even annuity leads, all right? But make sure that you avoid low quality leads as much as it depends on you, all right? But invest in yourself. If you believe in yourself, invest into yourself. Be really consistent about your lead purchase, all right? Now, number 2 is so critical for you in this industry, and I want you to master your pitch. Not asking you to be perfect, but actually put some practice in. Practice, drill, rehearse, practice, drill, rehearse, so that when you get in front of a lead, you don't lose your opportunity to bring value to them. So many insurance agents will jump into the industry, say, I want to maximize my income, but I don't want to show up to practice. You're going to get in front of a lead that could buy from you, and you're just going to, unfortunately, become a casualty of the conversation because you're going to say some things that you didn't mean to, or maybe you forgot to ask for the business. This happens when we're new. This is important that you master your pitch. My friends, PDR, practice, drill, rehearse. The best rock stars on the planet know how to get in the ring and play, all right? Train daily, and I mean daily, and make sure you've got a mentor that can train you on the weekly. Show up to training. So many insurance agents don't master their pitch. They cause unrealized problems, and then they buy leads and can go broke. And no matter how good you are, you've got to understand it's a performance-based business. Those that do are those that get, and you may get a batch of leads and you know what? It didn't go as great as you thought. You got to keep this stinking thinking in a right way so that you can be that rock star that you know you're capable of becoming. But this industry is a little bit of delayed gratification when you're a brand new agent, and that's tough to swallow sometimes because you think it's a get-rich-quick scheme. Nothing could be further from the truth, friends. But master your pitch. Number 2, practice, drill, rehearse. Be ready for the objections. Be prepared with your rebuttals and your proper responses. Don't take the business too seriously. Clients are going to say all kinds of things, and you as a brand new insurance agent may say some things too that you're like, how did that get out of my mouth? Let's get back to the script. So scripts and systems, very important so that you can duplicate the powerful potential that you possess. But master your pitch, friends. Spend a little time in practice every day. 10 minutes isn't going to hurt you. Guarantee you're probably scrolling on Insta and Facebook and YouTube way more than 10 minutes a day. Please take your business seriously so you're like scalpel sharp so that you can sell, but more importantly, serve these great final expense leads that you're privileged to get in front of. But mastering your pitch is important to you uncovering your full potential. Now, number 3 is powerful. If I can get my fingers up, all right, it's a Friday. By the way, happy Friday to you, friends. Hope you had a rock star week. But if you want to maximize your potential of maximizing your income, you've got to set a disciplined daily schedule, DDS, all right? Disciplined daily schedule. You got your leads, you got high quality leads, you've mastered your pitch. We've got to put the time in to have the chance of take home. If you want to maximize your income potential, you've got to show up. Half the battle is showing up scalpel sharp, but you've got to set a daily discipline that says, if I'm going to work from 8 to 5, I truly will work from 8 to 5. And I'm going to put maybe an extra hour in on the daily. I can do 1 extra hour. Is that going to hurt me 60 whole minutes? Come on, what are you going to do? All right, watch some extra TV. Tune yourself into the business. If you bought these leads, understand most insurance agents don't even know how to work final expense leads, and they don't put the work in and expect the wealth. This business comes to top performers. We've got to perform. We've got to get into those dials and be really invested, connecting to client calls and prospect calls. And sometimes they don't go the way that maybe you planned, but being disciplined. Wipe out the white space on your calendar so that you can clock in and lock in like a laser, friends, every single day. When you've got leads, you got high quality leads, all right? You've mastered your pitch. You're ready, not perfect, but insanely proficient, friends. Then get into a place where you've got a schedule that you can dominate. Show up. And I don't mean like sitting in your chair spinning. I mean dial for dollars, friends. Know that they need you. Just love what you do, but get on that phone and bring value, but dial and dial and dial like Yoda. Do or do not. There's no try. They're going to buy from me. They need me. And you will find you may like this business more than you ever thought you loved anything else. But you got to look at this like the best paying hard work on the planet, but it's the lowest paying easy work. You got to put the smiles in and the dials in to have a chance of maximizing your income, because success is guaranteed to no one. It's a performance-based business. You can make $0 one day, delayed gratification, and then boom, if you sell something, it's rock star status, all right? And then we go from being like a rock, like high enough to hunt ducks with a rake. I'm a rock star, and then we feel like we're a rock that just fell out of the sky. Get this mindset right. Get your movement right. Insane levels of action by reinvesting in leads, scalpel sharp potential, and then putting everything in motion. An object in motion stays in motion. And if you want to make the money, you've got to keep winning when you're winning, because it's tough when you're down. Stay up. Stay up, friends. When you've sold a policy, keep on that phone a little longer, because they obviously like the smell of you and the sound of your voice. Keep at it. The last thing you want to do is get one sale and think you got it made in the shade, show up the next day, and it's a tough one. All right, so hope these tips help you. We do recruit amazing agents nationally to sell life insurance, Medicare insurance, and annuities. Oh, by the way, agencies as well align here nationally to sell all the same fun products, face-to-face and in the telespace. I hope you maximize your income potential. Hope you have a powerful day, friends, and enjoy this extra video that I'll put up above that may bless you. And remember, you've got what it takes. Hope this helps.